Okay, take two. Sorry about that. Okay, so as I stated, we have our new papers that came in, our custom papers. And this is like actually one of my favorite. It says Allentown. And then we have the Allentown with the hearts. We have Allentown, Buffalo, New York. And this Allentown. So yes, we got a lot of Allentown. We'll probably eventually just carry two of them, but we'll see which ones are the most popular. Let's see what else. And then we have the Buffalo Mafia, because we cannot put the words Bills and Mafia together, so we had to do this. So I think you still get it. And this one we wanted to do last time. I never got around to doing it. Buffalo Strong. I love both of them. Just great note card paper and so on. And the last one is My City Smells Like Cheerios. So these are several of the new papers that we just got in, and they're on the floor. We had a couple random items in. This is a new mixed media stamp set, which I really love because you have a variety of different backgrounds that you can use for techniques and such. And this one is from Stamperia. And we've been getting some of their really nice stencils by Vicky. I'm not even going to attempt her last name, if you can see her name up there. Papineau or something. It's French, but whatever. So these will be added into our little expanding mixed media section. And Halloween. We have some new papers in our Halloween section. We'll start off, first of all, there's this kind of cool plaid from Photoplay. I really like the background because it's kind of like a tone on tone. And you can see there's some trees and spooky and pumpkin. And I definitely gravitated towards this paper because I love they have the turquoise in it. And then they have the orange and black plaid on the back. And those are from Photoplay. And then from Bella Boulevard, we have 4 new different papers. The little pumpkin faces and the little dot background. And another polka dotted with all the Halloween colors. And they also, I don't know if you could tell, they've also added turquoise in there. Love all these little potion bottles. And this great background. And then these are those cut aparts, so you can use these on cards, you can use them in layouts. And the purple and black polka dots. So really cute papers from Bella Boulevard. And we have a package of die cuts that coordinate with that whole collection. And you can see on the back all the different little icons that you get in this grouping. Some little puffy stickers. And then I don't know if a lot of you realize that Bella Boulevard has kind of joined forces with Doodlebug. So they work together. And so they have Doodle Pops. Well, these are the Bella Pops, just like Doodlebugs. So we have the little pumpkin and bat, the little witch, and then you can see that the little frog is 3D. This has a glossy little dome. The head is popped up on here. And these make super cute, fast little cards. You can use them, just with the decorative paper that you just saw on their own. Great on layouts. And the little black cat. So that's the little Halloween collection that came in. And back to school, a couple items for back to school. And these are from Bella Boulevard also, and I really loved this cut-apart paper. So if you're doing any kind of journaling or scrapbooking and, you know, keeping account, this is a really kind of cool paper. And then you just have a black and white, kind of like the composition book paper. This is just a great plaid, but it goes with all the color combinations in this Bella Boulevard. We love plaids, and just the red tone-on-tone polka dotted. Once again, the cut-apart paper, where you can use that as an entire strip, 12 inches, or cut and use, you know, independently little parts and pieces. And a yellow kind of checked on the back, which is good for fall. It's a good fall paper. And then some ephemera words. You can see you get tons of parts and pieces. And then some puffy stickers. These are really super sweet. So that is the back to school that we already have papers in there, and this will just go to expand that a little bit. I want to show you the new Christmas release from Stampendous. We'll have something similar in the store, but this is a kind of little sampler that shows all the different white and glitter embossing powders from Stampendous, and you can see how each one has a different texture. And I love using these, just sprinkling on the paper, heating from underneath to create texture, not necessarily snow. You can use it all year round, splatters. This is a white puff. It has like a smooth finish to it. This has glitter in it, and you can see how stamping them, you can create different looks on each one. This one is the Super Puff, which is over here, and then with Versamark as this product that's holding the powder when you heat it, and then you can add color with a stencil on top. So a lot, this is just a really fun product to have, and we've been using their white embossing powder for a long time, and it's nice that they have this little package now. And then this is the Super Puff, and you can just see how super granular it is so that you get texture. It's not meant to be like a smooth, fine detail white embossing powder. It's meant to create texture. So we have the single bottles too. A lot of these cards here with these snowmen, you can tell that we used that embossing powder on top. And these are the two transformers. And I did show these a while back on a Facebook. The cool thing that you can do with these is you can stretch them out the long way and in the other direction to create a variety of different snowman shapes with these guys. And here's some samples using them. And you can see there's the sparkle embossing powder on this one. This is just stamped. So this is this little guy stamped. And you can see there's different parts and pieces you could add. You know, the scarf from this set was added on with the hat from here. So they're interchangeable. This is just a fun one, just using the tops of the snowman faces to create this slimline card. And another card just stamped and colored with Copics. So very versatile. You know, here it is, still summer. We really don't want to be thinking about snowmen, but it is what it is. It'll be here before you know it. This is a new gift card holder from Stampendous, and here it is done. There's a series of stamps that you can use on the front and in the inside, and this is where your gift card you'll insert it in your card. And we'll be doing a demonstration down the road with this. And then this is just a clear set where you can use these on the front. So you have packages here. They're shown kind of in Christmas colors, but you can use it for birthday. Change up the colors. You have flowers and butterflies that you can use all year round, and the greenery, different little sentiments that will also go in the inside. Christmas sentiments for the inside of the cards. We always run out at Christmas, so I would suggest get them now. And here's some 2 really beautiful little Christmas sentiment sets. This is a new set, and the reason I got it, because you can use this on, it's kind of for like mail art. You can put it on the outside of your envelope, but you can also do just cards with it. But cardinals, last year there was no cardinals to be found. Nobody had any cardinals, and this year we have cardinals. So, and I love that little postmark that you can put on the outside of your envelope. Your little corners if you're going to address your to and from. So I really like this set. Here is a new slimline border set with the birds. You have the cardinals, and then you just have a little, I don't know, generic bird. I don't know what they call those. But remember, you can also cut this off and use it on an A2 card. Just because it's a slimline doesn't mean that's the only way that you have to use it. So you have definitely options. And this would actually look really cool. Like I'm looking at it, you know, stamping this again, and pop up your cardinal birds. So don't be surprised if you see a sample coming down the road with that. These 2 sentiments we've had in before, but we've restocked them. Just perfect for the inside of your cards. They're nice and big and bold, and they each have just a really nice little sentiment on them. And a couple new cling stamps. This season's greetings. The barn scene with the truck. Love this one too. The season's greetings with the pine cones. These are super easy to color. So, I mean, even if you had to make a whole bunch of cards, you know, it would go super fast. And we will be having samples in the store. We just didn't get a chance to do that. We got the little train with the Santa and the snowman in there. For my customers that love gnomes just as much as I do, we have the little gnome with the kind of the feather little tree and the little border of gnomes, which makes a perfect little mini slimline card. A nice sentiment if you're one that likes to bake and give baked goods for the holidays. This is a really cute little set that you could use for tags and such. Karen, which cardinal did you want? The one with the little mailbox or the slimline? Let me know. I can't see it totally. And for our house mouse lovers, 2 new house mouse. We have the little mouse on the little branch with the little hat, kind of blowing in the wind. And then we have the little set with the mom and the 2 babies with the little red noses and antlers. So those are the Stampendas. A new hot foil plate, the Hello, which is new from Pink Fresh. If you're a Pink Fresh fan and been part of their groupies for a long time, you'll notice that there was a stamp set and die that came out. Now they have the coordinating Hello hot foil plate. I'm just going to run through these. This is what I did on Wednesday night. I used the Pink Fresh Plaid stamp along with their stencil, the plaid stencil. I showed you different ways. And here I stamped it, and then I used the stencil to color in. And this so reminds me of candy corn. So I'll probably use it in a fall or a Halloween card. But there's so many different ways that you can use that background. You could just stamp it and use it as such. We did one where we embossed it with white. And this is the background, the plaid, just embossed with white. I also showed this new stencil set. It's fall foliage stencil, and it has a coordinating die with it. So there's 4 layers of stenciling, different leaves, and then you cut them out. On this particular card, I did it twice. I did one with yellows and golds, and I did one with kind of orchids and purples. And then this sample actually shows the plaid stamp again. I stamped the background with a darker turquoise color and used lighter turquoise colors, and these were Catherine Polar inks. And then I did the leaves in the same colors. So we may have sold out of a couple of these, but they're on order. So if you're interested, you can call the store and put your name on a special order list if they're not coming up online. But I pre-ordered already, so we're just waiting for them to come in. And this last card, I used that plaid stamp again, and I embossed it with gold embossing powder. I used one of my favorite little Pink Fresh frames, and this is their new washi tape in the sunflower. They've kind of revamped the color. It's really kind of bold and beautiful, like deep oranges and golds. Then I used one of their little Pink Fresh sentiments that's already foiled. And so that's what you may have missed on Wednesday. You can always go back on our YouTube or go back in the feed and find the demonstration and how we actually used all those. Let's see. We sold out of these and we got a couple more in. These are these Santora little girl stamps. Kim did a post on Monday, I think, using one of these. So we've got some back in. And then they actually have a little larger version. And I got one of them in to see. So this is the bigger version. And there's the little mini. This is the new release from Heartfelt Creations. It is the Joyous, well, it's kind of like an angel collection. So here is a decorative die, and you have the back cover plate. This is just a script background, which I love, and it has the little stars and music notes and so on to create a background. You have the Starry Noel Angel stamp. And you have the Joyous Noel Angel. And then you have the coordinating dies for those. And this is the sample that I created. So what I did is I inked the background with one of my Distress inks. And then I went back and I stamped the background stamp again. After I inked it, I heat set it so the background was totally dry. Then I went back with the same ink and I stamped it over and over a couple times, and then I embossed it. So it's the same color on top, and I used sparkle embossing powder to create that background. And then I took one of the angels and colored it in the purples and added my Wink of Stella. I think my card bent over here. So those are the heartfelt creations. And last of all, we got some of our pasting that we've been waiting for, and we got this new mixed media journal from Stamperia. And it has kind of a nice heavyweight paper inside. So you might want to take a look at this for the people that are doing some of the mixed media classes we're starting to bring back. So we have some beautiful calligraphy Christmas word stamps and a Happy Hanukkah. Some news, this is a slimline stencil, but remember, once again, you could just use it partially. And I love this kind of tree background. For those of you that like larger areas, we got this beautiful tree stencil. You could do this and actually frame it. How beautiful that would be. And I did show these a couple weeks ago when we had my class, or I did a class using these, and all the embossing paste came in. That this is the champagne stardust butter, and you can see how like sparkly and gorgeous that is. I know several of you have pre-ordered them, so we'll be pulling them and calling you. This is kind of like a gray black. Almost looks like there's a little gold in it. It's beautiful. This is a pearl white, and you can see the sparkle in it. We have their modeling paste, just the plain white ones, for stenciling. Let's see, and I think the other product that this is the Tacky and Dry Gel Medium. And we'll go back and actually do more in-depth videos on a Wednesday night or on a Saturday morning showing you these. But this is the paste that you would put on and let it dry, and it becomes tacky. And then after you get that tacky kind of texture to it, maybe about 30 minutes, you can go and put your foil on top and lift it off. We did show these before, but I don't have time to do that today, but we definitely will go back. So these are the products that we got in from the Crafters Workshop. So for now, that's it. I just wanted to share those with you so we can get them out on the floor, because I know next week we're getting more new products in, and then we'll be like really overwhelmed with everything. So I don't see any questions. Just to remind you, tomorrow we're not doing a Facebook Live. On Saturday, I'm taking the day off. So there might be a random Facebook post, because I'll be at a really big flea market that goes on kind of in the Canandaigua area. So we might have some kind of fun things to show you, or maybe I'll share our finds after. So for now, everybody have a great weekend, and thanks for joining me. Karen, I kind of missed out to see which of the cardinals you wanted, so just give the store a call, and I'll set that aside for you. So everybody have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon.